y'all, man? We got Spider-Man 3 details, man. Halloween Kills update. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna watch that Halloween movie. Kills, man. No care. That other Halloween movie was lit as hell, though. You know what I'm saying? That dude was still alive, though. After he got blown up and shit in the fire, he's still alive, man. That shit crazy. Like, he just can't be stopped. You know what I mean? And then we got Semetary Reboot. I think that's how you say it, though. Hope I don't say it wrong. Hope I don't bash me in the comments, y'all. Please don't. And more. But yeah, if you like me so much on my channel, if you're new, yeah, if you're new, sub my channel, y'all. If you already sub, y'all already know what to do, man. But yeah, straight to the video, man. Let's get it.
Guys, thanks so much for clicking on another episode of Side Flick. My name is Chris. Studio is still being worked on, so that means we need a green screen suggestion, and we have one from Elvia42000. Shrek versus Mike Wazowski green screen. God, that's gonna be really weird to make. I'm gonna have a lot of fun making it. Enjoy! Some of the stuff we're gonna be talking about today is all the
Snake Eye trailer, folk. Oh yeah, that shit was, boy, it started off with the action pack, folk. Like, you know what I mean? They ain't do no slow-mo, you know slow-mo, Joe. You know how they do first. They start off, and then they build up to the hype. Now, the hype was already in the first half of the trailer. And then they start off, then they did some other, and then they talked about it and shit. But the first half of the trailer, like, not first half, but like a little bit of the half, you know, second of the trailer was just nothing but pew pew. They slice, man. That shit hard as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Trailers that had just come out the past couple of days, because we do got a whole bunch of them, giving you my opinions on them. A couple of horror movies in the works right here. Some of them getting sequels. Some franchises that were never horror movies now becoming horror movies. And even some tiny little updates on Spider-Man No Way Home. So I'm gonna need you guys to leave me your opinions down below. Let me know what got you excited. Let me know what you didn't care about. Always curious to hear your guys' input in the bottom, as well as hitting that subscribe button and helping the channel grow. It means a lot to me if you just hit that button. Alright, so before getting to some of the more exciting movie news stuff, let's talk about some of the things that are shaking up the movie industry. And I'm gonna need my glasses so y'all can take me seriously. You guys have probably been hearing a lot of the studio shakeup concerning
Yeah, I've been hearing the AT&T on Warner Brother merge one. I don't know something, but I don't know what's going on. I be hearing that shit on custom no, not custom comment on something his channel. But yeah, I've been hearing about that shit.
AT&T, Warner Brothers, and Discovery. I won't spend too much time on this because even I myself was very confused by this and had to do a lot of research on it. But basically what's going on is AT&T a couple years ago went ahead and decided to buy Warner Brothers so that they could be the
AT&T, a phone company, buy Warner Brothers, a phone company. Damn, that shit tough. I mean, if it works out, then it works out. But like,
head of the company and run the movie division with providing us content, and for the most part, they thought it was working. But we have seen some of the debacle with the Snyder Cut. Then over here, how they decided to launch their service of HBO Max and the confusing name they gave for it, and how it's underperforming, even though it's a pretty good streaming service. What?
Nah, it's a good service. They got Space Jam too and all the other shit. So keep it. Don't delete it. Keep it. It's a good service though. No cash for man. I mean, you don't got nothing. You gotta wait for new movies and new shows, but
what that eventually led to is AT&T was like, you know what? We can't run a movie studio company. We need to go ahead and get rid of this, leading AT&T to sell off.
So I was thinking.
I've been looking at mattresses online.
The ones that come in a box?
No, a sofa.
Warner Media to Discovery. That's right, the media conglomerate who even has their own streaming service, Discovery Plus, that has shows like the Food Network, HGTV.
Oh yeah, they do got Discovery, do got their own shit too. So they don't have their own media too. I mean, that'd be lit. They have their own streaming site. That's what people saying though. Like they should have their own service, like their own media and shit.
All those homeowner type shows, they are now going to be in charge of Warner Media. And while that might seem a little weird, I think it is the best course of action because now you just went from a phone company owning Warner Media to an actual media company who does nothing.
So they're making double the money. They're making phones and they're making on HBO and all them other shit. They're making double their money though. AT&T.
But create successful content even on their own with their Discovery Plus subscription service. They have gotten a good number of subscribers, showing that they know their audience and how to target them. And even with all that cool stuff said, it does look like a bright future for Warner Media, and they might even go ahead and change the name of HBO Max to something else. But I think it's a very much needed change, because I mean, if we look at the DC side of things and how they've handled making those movies, it's been kind of a mess with flip-flopping, and Warner Media has been very reactionary, meaning that whatever happens when a movie comes out, they change their entire plan almost every time, which you just can't do.
Reboot, reboot, reboot. You know, that's Warner Brothers. Reboot, reboot, reboot. You know, they never stayed with the plan though. Reboot, you know what I mean? Okay.
Make no mistake, the entire reason for stuff like this to be happening is to compete in the streaming wars. We even had an article come out that Amazon is trying to purchase MGM so that they can own the rights to that studio, their movie library, and create more stuff. Some of the stuff they have in their library are like the James Bond movies, the Rocky movies, RoboCop, the first Child's Play. I don't spend too much time talking about this stuff because I like to keep things fun, entertaining, exciting, big blockbuster for you guys, but this is something exciting happening in Hollywood, and it's all really thanks to the pandemic, because it made people realize, oh shit, the movie industry is not as bulletproof as we thought, and things change here and there. What do you guys think of some of these changes in Hollywood, and what specifically would you like to see Discovery do with Warner Brothers? But now let's get talking to some of the trailers that were coming out the past couple of days that I found pretty exciting. First, coming off the Snake Eyes trailer. Okay, this is the G.I. Joe reboot that is going to mainly focus on the character of Snake Eyes, played by Henry Golding. I'm not the biggest G.I. Joe fan, but I was mildly curious for this, and you know what? Using my classic rating system of treasure or trash, I'm going to have to go with a slight treasure on this one. I thought the action did look interesting.
Boy, that action look amazing, folks. That shit gonna be up, man. I'm definitely watching this shit, folks. I'm definitely watching the movie though, man. No cap.
I like the neon light settings, the samurai sword. Henry Golding, I think, is a great little actor to helm this, but I just don't know how many people are going to go out to see this other than G.I. Joe fans. I'm optimistic about this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if it just turns out to be another generic G.I. Joe movie. And then we have the trailer for Hotel Transylvania 4, entitled Hotel Transylvania Transformania. I am also not the biggest fan of the Hotel Transylvania movies, but they still come out and I end up watching them, and I get some slight enjoyment every time. With the fourth film, I was like, really, what could you do? But the premise along with this one, where they have a device that turns monsters into humans and humans into monsters, it looks like a lot of fun. One interesting thing to note about this though is that they've gotten rid of Adam Sandler and Kevin James as the voice actors for Dracula, and
Hotel Transylvania is playing how it ran. I can take over films. Damn, they got rid of them like that? Oh, they didn't want to be? Hold on, Dracula goes to jump. After Adam Sandler acted. Damn, so this shit gonna be different. This fourth one gonna be different. Okay.
Frankenstein. This might be a complication due to COVID and maybe them not being able to afford these actors 4 movies over, but I thought it was pretty fascinating that they made that decision, and you can kind of hear the distinction in the voice. Nonetheless, I'll probably end up checking it out, and it'll be a fun little time. So I'm gonna give this one a treasure as well, because it was probably the first Hotel Transylvania trailer that actually got me curious to want to watch it just for the premise alone. Then we also had one of our first TV spots for Space Jam 2, titled Space Jam: A New Legacy. You got my first round of pops right here. Still waiting for the whole crew to join me. This little TV spot premiered at the MTV Movie Awards, and I gotta say, I absolutely love it, man. The Looney Tunes look so amazing in their 3D animation. I know some people are still skeptical about it, but you still get 2D in this movie. I think they just look downright gorgeous. The fur on them looks so realistic. I cannot wait to witness this movie. So yeah, definite treasure for this one. And also to let you guys know, I got sent a little Space Jam 2 package in the mail. I'm gonna be unboxing that for you guys very soon here on the channel, so be subscribed for that, because I'm curious to see what's in it. Let me know what trailer got you most excited, which ones were treasure, which ones were trash for you. Always curious to hear from you guys. Next up, we got a bunch of horror movie news stories to dive into here today. The first one I think is gonna upset a lot of people from the reactions online when this came out, and that is that Deadline is reporting that Lindsay Beer is to direct another Pet Semetary movie. Have they not made enough?
I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, what Pet Sem? What? I never see the first one. I never saw the first one though, man. So I know the actor though. She'll be actor though, but I never saw the first one though.
of these Pet Semetary films. Now this will be the directorial debut for Lindsay Beer, so nothing against her. I hope she does a great job with it. The details that we know so far about this movie is that it's looking to be a prequel for Pet Semetary, so maybe the origins of how the cemetery started at first and the ritual that went into burying somebody and then bringing them back to life. But man, since that last Pet Semetary movie, I am just uninterested in this franchise. I don't see what else you could do if you follow the same formula of a family who then has a kid that accidentally dies and they go bury it and then it comes back to life and they have to kill the kid. It's like, oh, it's literally been done so many times now. I don't care to see it another time. So with this prequel, I hope.
He said, fuck this movie. He said, fuck this movie. Shit, we ain't watching this bitch. I never heard of it though, so shit. I know a lot of people with me too. We never heard of this shit though, no cap.
I hope it's something different. I hope it's something unique that really expands the lore and takes it in a new direction. It is also going to be a Paramount Plus exclusive movie, just like the new Paranormal Activity movie will be. So this is the age of Hollywood where some movies are just made to go to streaming. Let me know if anyone out there is interested in a new Pet Semetary movie. Another horror movie being made right here I had to bring up just for and giggles. And that is everyone here familiar with the franchise Bring It On? You know, that whole cheerleading franchise that started with Kristen Dunst, which funny enough, we're going to talk about her later. And then they ended up making a bajillion of these sequels, some just going...
Oh, that movie. I didn't even watch I watched probably one of them, but I didn't watch like that.
DVD. Well, for some reason, it's a horror franchise now, because Entertainment Weekly is reporting here that Scary Bring It On slasher movie sequel coming to Sci-Fi.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, they got me. Y'all got me. Ooh. Y'all got me. Okay, y'all got me for real, for real.
What is up with you and turning these properties that were not even horror related into horror?
That bitch gonna be not even scary at all. I'm already looking at it, man. That bitch ain't gonna be not be scary at all, man. That bitch, you gonna be like that. Watch, look. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, ain't like the fuck.
Horror movies. You did it with the dang Banana Splits franchise, and now you're gonna do it with Bring It On? Sci-Fi Channel, you are crazy, but you know what? Count me in. If you told me there was a new Bring It On movie coming up, I wouldn't have watched it, but now you say it's a slasher? Okay, I'll be there for that. You guys hear that they're trying to turn the Bring It On franchise into a horror slasher? What do you think about that? But speaking of a true horror slasher, we got good old Mikey Boy here coming to us at the end of the year.
Man, I can't watch this bit for. It's been only 5 though.
That is Halloween Kills, and even though this photo came out a couple days ago, so I'm sorry to be late on this news, but I didn't really see the point on making a whole video on just this one photo.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, I want to use it if I saw that bit, like, oh, okay, you know what I mean?
Bro, especially since the last little teaser they showed us already confirmed the burnt mask. This is still a really great look at Michael Myers and him holding that knife, and man, I am just dying to see this movie already. It's crazy. If the pandemic wasn't a thing, we would be gearing up to watch Halloween Ends, but nope, that's not happening this year. But I'm not only bringing up Halloween Kills because of this photo, I'm also bringing it up because there's a reason we just got this photo, and that is because Blumhouse is gearing up to finally give us a full-length.
Who is Onision? The story is fascinating.
He has cult status.
Trailer of Halloween Kills. We've been getting nothing but small little teasers thus far every Halloween, or at least for the past 2 Halloweens, believe it or not. And if we're following the marketing strategy of Halloween 2018, where they released their first official trailer, then that means come at the beginning of June, which is just in a few weeks, we will be getting our first full-length trailer of Halloween Kills, man. And even though it feels like we've already seen a lot of footage of this movie, we still don't know the exact plot they're going for. I know it's just Michael Myers going on a rampage, but we gotta remember they're introducing a lot of legacy characters that were part of different timelines in the Halloween lore that they're gonna be introducing here into this new timeline. I really can't wait to see what they showcase for us, but I want to know from you guys, are you excited to get a full-length trailer of Halloween Kills come towards the beginning of June? Bringing us, of course, some news on Spider-Man No Way Home. I can't go a week without talking about this movie. Sue me, okay? But don't actually sue me, Sony, alright? I know I've been leaking so much stuff. One thing that came out in the past couple of days that got a lot of fans talking and speculating to, like, is this the final nail in the coffin we need that the Spider-Verse is happening with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield? And that is that on IMDb, people noticed there was a production assistant listed whose job was to be the personal costumer.
I saw that shit with my wedding always. Yeah, I saw this news already. Yeah, somebody linked they thing out for they wardrobe. You know what I mean? And I think they removed that shit like ASAP. But you know, you can just screenshot that bitch and keep it. But yeah.
Of Kristen Dunst in Spider-Man No Way Home. It's one thing if IMDb accidentally lists Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Kristen Dunst in the main casting list. That's actually something anybody can change, especially if you have an IMDb Pro account.
That's why I say, yeah, true. You can change, yeah. Just little hacking. Yeah,
so I never trusted that much. But to go as far as someone adding on the production sheet, the personal costumer for Kristen Dunst, that right there is kind of too specific for someone to make up and just throw in there, especially since stuff like that usually needs to be approved. It looks like Kristen Dunst might actually be in Spider-Man No Way Home, and if you got her in there, you damn sure bet you got Tobey Maguire. You don't just bring in Kristen Dunst without Tobey in there. We've heard these rumors a while back, but they were just that. They were rumors. There was really nothing to back it up. This right here backs up that rumor and shows some evidence they could be showing up. My speculation as a Spider-Man fan is that we're going to be seeing the life of Tobey Maguire and what's been happening with him. Now, before I thought we would be getting old man Tobey Maguire, probably, you know, like a Spider-Man in his 50s, grizzled down, how life has beaten him. But recently we've gotten those reports that Alfred Molina is going to be de-aged in Spider-Man No Way Home. So that means Maguire would probably also be de-aged, and we'd be following the same Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2. Or they could still be throwing in an old man Tobey Maguire, and through the multiverse time works differently, and Alfred Molina being in the MCU for like 10 minutes is like 10 years in the Sam Raimi universe. I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna be pretty happy to see this couple back together, because if you think about it, the way they ended in Spider-Man 3, they weren't together, you know, they were just barely making amends. We don't know if they got married. We don't know if they're friendly with each other. The boy literally slapped her. But that's if they want to keep Spider-Man 3 canon. Other than that, it was just some set photos from Spider-Man No Way Home of Tom Holland and Jacob Batalon just having some fun on the set of Spider-Man No Way Home. That's a little nice to enjoy right there. But I want to hear from you guys. How do you think Kristen Dunst will be involved in Spider-Man No Way Home? And do you think this is one of the final pieces of evidence you need to know that Tobey Maguire is in the movie? But that is all movie news we currently have going on right now, guys. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and hear me talk a little bit. Be sure you're hitting that subscribe button, also smashing like, commenting down below all your thoughts. As always, my name is Chris. Take care.
Yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. What movies y'all excited for, man? Let me know in the comment down below. Let me know what y'all, man. But yeah, anyway, man, I'm out, y'all, man. Let y'all put me in every day. And yeah, I'm out. Alright. Peace.